Hello everyone, welcome back for some more thrift store finds, starting off another week with a trip to the Goodwill bargain bins, and let's start with a handful of toys that I picked up, just digging through the bottom of the bins before we get into the DVDs and all that. Some Disney toys, some various things from Disney Channel, and a lot of like early 90s mostly, and then some of the, actually almost all of the, forget if they were Kids Meal or Happy Meal, I'll have to look it up, but from back in the day, from the live action Flintstones movie, the majority of the vehicles with their buildings, slash garages, only missing I think one or two off the top of my head before looking them up, so that was just a good grab from the bottom of the bins. Then one video game find, thankfully it was sealed. We have for the Xbox One the remastered Lego Harry Potter collection. So that was a great grab for like 5 cents. A couple of Blu-rays. We have Guardians of the Galaxy Volumes 1 and 2, as well as I, Tanya, and Due Date. Then for the DVDs, another copy of Passion of the Christ. This is so common, but I always pick it up because it always sells. The Last Legion. This is a cool set. I have this one in my own collection. The Tremors Attack Pack. The, at the time, franchise collection. There's so many movies now, but it's the first 4. That's a really good set. The second season of Frasier, the re-release in the slim case. Andrea Bocelli, live in Portofino. Some live concert stuff. Liam Neeson in Cold Pursuit. Race to Witch Mountain, the really bad remake to a Disney classic. Chicago. Wonder Boys. The Life of Brian. The original French version of The Birdcage. Left Behind. And this is with Nicolas Cage. I never knew they made... Is this just a remake of that first Kirk Cameron one that was more of like a TV thing? There's been so much Left Behind stuff. I never knew they did. I'm guessing this one was theatrical. Yeah, I'd never heard of this one before. I find the other ones, the Kirk Cameron ones, and the third one, The World at War, or whatever, I find those all the time. I've never seen this one before. Interesting. I'll have to look that one up just to have curiosity, see what the heck, when did this even come out? Never knew they did one of those with Nick Cage. West Side Story. I Know What You Did Last Summer, which I heard they're doing either a remake or a new sequel to this. This was a one-movie thing for me. I still Know What You Did Last Summer was okay, I watched that, whatever, but this was very much like when I was a teenager, and the cast, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Jennifer Love Hewitt, like the people that I thought were cool when I was a teen, so that was like a big thing for people my age, that first one, but I don't care after that. Enchanted, love that movie. Backyardigans, another volume of those. Analyze This, Analyze That collection. I always thought the first one was pretty good, not one that I would watch more than like once or twice that I watched back in the day. Analyze That was, it was okay. Sequel, Disney's Mulan. Cellular, that Taylor Lautner abduction, attempted an action movie. Edward Scissorhands. Old Dogs. What's Eating Gilbert Grape. A Simon and Garfunkel concert in Central Park. Gattaca was a pretty decent sci-fi movie. I remember watching that one. 12 Rounds, John Cena, the extreme cut. Bratz, the video. Whip It. Mirror Mask. Midnight Run. Whatever Happened to the Windsors. The Pledge. A Harry Potter box set. This is the full screen DVD editions, years 1 through 5. And so many different sets of Harry Potter over the years. Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Usual Suspects. Mr. Limpet. The Proposal. Hearts of Darkness, the filmmaker's apocalypse. So I guess this is actually, I've never seen this one before, but I'm guessing it's all about the making of Apocalypse Now. That's interesting. One of my all-time favorite movies, Eat, Drink, Man, Woman. And if you're looking for this on DVD, I have it on like a Blu-ray set, and then DVD. This is definitely the one to go to, in my opinion, on DVD. There are 2 different versions that are out there that are pretty common. The big difference is in how the subtitles are handled and how they're displayed. And the World Films, this is the one that I have in my collection for DVD because I like the way that's presented a little bit more. Without a Paddle, Alfred Hitchcock's The Man Who Knew Too Much. One VHS find that was worth grabbing today. There are a bunch of like Disney clamshell stuff's in there. That's about it. But this Classic Detectives 4 video set, so that's pretty cool. So it's pretty nice little collection. One music find that was worth grabbing. It's a Disneyland record and illustrated storybook. A little rough around the edges, but it is a Brer Rabbit one, so this was worth grabbing, even being a little more rough on the cover and clean up a little bit. But Walt Disney's Songs and Stories of Uncle Remus, Brer Rabbit. So that's one. Anything associated with that is a little bit harder to find over the years, so someone's gonna definitely want that for their Disney collection. And then for books, we have The Sisters Grimm, School of Good and Evil. Finding a bunch of kids appropriate, The Last Planet, sci-fi and fantasy type things to build lots for Christmas time, and starting to want to build up some stuff. Shiver for the, as winter is coming, the new location for the bins is much farther than the old one, and it's just the location I know once the weather starts turning and it's more like winter time. Especially if we have a heavy winter, it's really going to be hard to get there, or just not worth the the danger of travel to go out there. So I'm kind of building up lots of these kinds of things to last through the winter. I feel like building up my stockpile for the winter time. Truly, Madly Deadly. William Shatner and Jeff Rowan in Zero. Apparently they wrote a young adult novel together. Shatner, I know so much of that. He wrote Night World. #1 includes Secret Vampire, Daughters of Darkness, and Spellbinder. So a collection that's good for this time of year, as well as another collection, a box set of The Princess Diaries, volumes 1 through 3. Ashes on the Waves. This is part of a series, the Lunar Chronicles Crest, that I'm pretty sure we have some other volumes of, so I need to look that up, but I recognize the way the cover works. One of the Calendar Mysteries, sequel to the ABC Mysteries. I'm pretty sure the ABC ones came first. The Ruby Key, great illustrated classics, The War of the Worlds, and then the last thing, a hardcover edition of People of the Morning Star.